Welcome back, and in a follow-up to Saturday's upload, I joined Victor and Redboi, and we formed a three-man division and played a few games. I think we played 5 games in total, maybe 4 games in total. We had a pretty decent run of games together, so this is the second upload in that session. I'm in the Hardi again. Victor is in the Sinop, which is a really nice Russian tier 7 battleship, and Redboi is in the Belfast tier 7 British cruiser. Again, another nice ship. Squishy, but devastating if used by the right hands. I don't actually remember this game, to be honest. I do remember that we had good games, so that's probably why this was uploaded. But initially, there's only 2 DDs, but there is a CV. So obviously, I don't have smoke. I just have to rely on manoeuvrability and hope that the CV does not target me. But the one thing to notice is there is a DD, a battleship, and a CV in a division together. And our CV, just keep an eye on his position, because he gets attacked by the enemy CV and takes a fair chunk of damage, and the entire middle of the map is left effectively unscouted, at least from our perspective. Obviously DDs, generally speaking, will go to the flank, and as you can see, B cap is currently getting capped. So you can probably bet your money that because the Mahan is in the C cap, that this is the DD in the enemy division. Any decent CV at this point would be probably scouting the middle, seeing as the enemy CV is again coming down the middle with his planes. Anyway, we'll get back to him in a bit, but now what's going on is enemy Edinburgh is in smoke, and as a DD with torps, what do you do when you see smoke and a cruiser who was last seen broadside on and is still broadside on, firing from the front and back of the ship? You get in range and you work out where he's most likely to be. I think he's going to be backing up, so I'm not going to fire exactly where his guns are. I'm looking for him to make another shot, but yeah, he's backing up, so I'm going to put torps where I think he'll be. Victor tells our CV to move, and as all good CV players do, he does nothing at all. He doesn't scout in front of him, where you've now got the CV laying down cover for something. Who knows what? I mean, could you guess what it might be with a DD CV and a BB in a division together? Could there be something coming down the middle through the B cap? And there we go, torps onto the Edinburgh, so I can land at a flood. So now I'm just going to push out, and I'm going to try and push out wide. Again, the CV is... I don't know what our CV is doing. I don't even know if our CV has planes out. But I can't see our CV. It doesn't look our CV is even playing. Nevertheless, I can't rely on that guy to do anything useful, so I'm just going to push out wide and continue spotting for the team. We do get a first kill, so the enemy Mahan does get taken out. And now all I'm looking to do is to... and the enemy CV gets spotted, actually. Big mistake from him. So I'm going to just keep him spotted. Torps out to the Pomeran as well in that little channel, because there's a few ships there, so it's likely that there's going to be manoeuvring around there. So at this stage, I do get spotted, unfortunately. So CV says, oh, I'm going to focus you, but It looks like it might be his last attempt to do anything. I get lucky with that drop. Not as lucky with the shots from the Pomeran. Or do I? No, I do get a hit, but nothing too bad. The enemy CV has been taken out though, so that was a really crucial kill. Especially when you consider what's about to happen to our CV. Just keep an eye on our CV. I do manage to get some shots onto the Pomeran, and I'm just dodging and weaving, trying to do as much as I can to stay alive, at least until the CV coverage disappears. And there we go, the enemy Akazuki has now taken out our illustrious CV, who is still in the same location that he started. And I don't even know if he launched planes, but anyway, at least both CVs are out of the picture now. So it's just one DD on the enemy side, and we still have both ours. So we do have a slight tactical advantage there, fortunately. Oh, actually, no, we just lost our other DD. So I'm the remaining DD on our side. So now now that I've survived the potential catastrophe of getting spotted by the NBCV, who is now dead and has no more planes, I'm now going to try and start pushing these ships up north. The Akazuki is still alive. Fortunately, our CV does have planes in the air at the moment and is spotting the Akazuki. And would it be a stroke of luck if he actually manages to sink him? I don't know what happened. Yeah, he looks like he's still alive. So yeah, I'm now going to focus on this side, pushing these ships so that my team can continue to advance. We have won the ACAP, and there are still a lot of ships around here, so it's very important that we start taking out some ships so we can start pushing. C-cap, we just win, so it's just the enemy B-cap that we need to recover, but we're in no rush. We do have cap advantage and ship advantage, well, not ship advantage, but point advantage at the moment. Oh no, we don't have points advantage. It's reversed again. Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to keep pushing the enemy ships. My idea here is to chase this Nagato because he is reversing and get into position because he's holding his reverse at a constant pace. So watching him for quite a while, and there's been no really difference in his pace. So that can lead me, if I get into a good enough position, so I accelerate and we just lose a whole slew of ships in a quick succession there, which is not great. They now have a 2-ship advantage. But yeah, I'm just pushing up into a position where I can get more of his broadside so that I can launch a torpedo volley. And here we go, and I almost overextend and get spotted, but fortunately I stopped just in time. So those torps should, as long as he doesn't get alerted, they should do some damage. So I put some follow-up torps just in case he starts to accelerate forward in an attempt to miss the initial torpedoes, which generally happens, and those torps are looking really good actually. So thinking that I might actually get 3 hits here. No, it looks like 2. Yeah, just 2, but 2 is good enough. And with the engine being taken out and the follow-up torps coming in as well, this may well be... Well, I might kill him, but I'll put him in a position where he will get killed. Oh no, I did take him out. So yeah, a nice kill there. As it stands at the moment, we are slowly fighting back and slowly bringing the ship deaths level where we are now. So 5 on each side have been taken out. But the good thing is we've kind of, on the western flank, we've got dominance. But there's a lot of ships behind islands and moving into a position where they might get behind islands. So I'm just moving north so I can keep them spotted. And I see an opportunity to take out the Megami. And I take it. And obviously that York now is aware to my position. But that will get him turning, hopefully, to give Victor in the Synop an opportunity to get some AP shells against him if he continues turning. I go unspotted, but he has turned quite a lot, and Victor unfortunately doesn't connect. So I still need to continue moving. I can start moving east now. What I want to do is get to a position where I can spot the Edinburgh and the Pomeroy, because get rid of the Edinburgh and we can start pushing. Oh, and he actually pushes out himself. So that's good. Looks like Redboi in his Belfast is going to make quick work of the Edinburgh. If not, maybe Victor has an angle on him. But I'm now speeding. I want to get into the 5 line here so I can spot the mid channels, so that the guys, as they move east, don't come into any surprises. Edinburgh goes down. Nice shot from Hardi. And at the moment, the only ship we are unaware of is the Baltimore. Now, for me, in a DD, he's a threat because he has radar. So he would be my biggest threat. So I don't want to get too close to any major islands where he might be lurking. So I'm going to move in as close as I can, and I'm pretty certain he's not around the northern islands on the west side, so he's not going to be around the island on D4. So I'm going to push into that and then push directly east, because then what I can do is I can start putting torpedoes down the 5 channel, so that if any of the enemy ships do start advancing, they might take a torp. But ultimately what I want to do is just keep them spotted so our guys can shoot and hopefully shoot from relative safety. So just following the York to keep him spotted, and it looks like he is going to actually Pomeroy takes out our FDG, so we are back to, what's it, 5 ships aside now. And again, the only ship I don't really have a clue about is where the Baltimore is, so he's my main concern at this point. So I've now got eyes on most of the middle channel. Still don't know where the Pomeroy's got to though, so he's probably just moving around the southern tip of the island. So our Harry takes out the Lattori, which is nice. So now I want to find, there is the Pomeroy. So yeah, we've got eyes on him, so hopefully someone can take him out fairly quickly. Shots are on the way, and Redboi does an amazing job there, taking him out in one volley. So now I'm pretty confident that the Baltimore isn't up north. So I suspect he might be pushing around through the middle of the islands, or pushing around south to where the Ipiranga is. But at this point in time, all I want to do is trace the York, keep him spotted, and try and anticipate where he might go or what he might do. So at this point I'm thinking what he's going to do is keep turning left and come northeast through the 2 islands that are in the B cap. So I'm preemptively torping the channel just north of the 2 islands that are in the central cap. So if you just continue pushing north, you may well run into them. And now goes unspotted, so I want to try, if I can, re-spot them for our team. And there's Baltimore. The Baltimore has gone south, so now unspotted at the moment is the York and the Ipiranga. So I'm just moving in a position where if he does come hard left around the island, I don't suddenly get spotted and surprised. So I'm moving my ship into a position where I can spot him as he comes around the island without getting spotted back. So torps didn't land, but there's the Ipiranga, and again anticipating what I think he will do. I think he's going to go nose in against our Synop. So with that in mind, I am going to be trying to put some torps out in between the channels, or the channel where the 2 islands are. So I'm going to turn in shortly. I've got about another 20 seconds for talk, so I'm going to get myself into a position where I can hopefully put some talks out. And the York's there as well, so I don't need to worry too much about them because they're both hidden from me, or I'm hidden from them, I should say, where I currently am. So just waiting for my talks to come up and waiting for him to get round to the island. So here he comes, anticipating he's probably going to accelerate a little bit. So, and just in case he slows down after that. So I'm just going to take some shots so that he knows he's getting shot from all sides, and he's probably going to get desperate and continue pushing forwards, hopefully into my torpedoes. I did get spotted by the plane, unfortunately, but I think it's a bit late for him to do anything about my torps. And another nice hit. That's good. And that York now is he's nose to nose with a Sinop. Good luck, mate. But even so, there's like enemy all around him, and there we go, Victor. That's what Sinops do good, and that's just obliterate cruisers. So all in all, a good game. As I said, it was the second after I joined them after randomly being in the same game previously, and I get a good game. And yet again, 1, 2, 3. As I say, we had a good day today. Yeah, my score was ridiculous in this game. But yeah, nice game.